It's a special Canada basketball-themed game tonight here at the Scotiabank Arena between the Toronto Raptors and the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers boasting 3 Canadians on the roster, including one of the most talked-about rookies this season, who will be making his Toronto debut as an NBA player. Is this a game that you've been looking forward to, had circle on the calendar?
For sure. My first time playing in Toronto, my first Toronto game, so it'll be fun, not for me, but also for, the community of Montreal.
It's a special moment on Wednesday for Bennedict Mathurin as the rookie is playing in Canada for the first time as an NBA player. Leading up to the game, Mathurin missed 4 games because of an ankle injury and used this game as inspiration during his recovery.
Obviously, my first time playing in Canada, and, I wanted to play in Toronto my first time, and, I felt like it was a good challenge for me to, just put a lot of effort into it, take care of my body, and being able to play games tonight.
The 20-year-old plays with fellow Canadians Andrew Nembhard and O'Shea Brissett. Brissett, a former Raptor, is impressed by his fellow Canucks on the team, who have had phenomenal rookie seasons so far.
I always say they don't play like rookies. Ben especially came in the NBA with that confidence, and it really shows on the court. He's not afraid of anything, and Drew the same way. He's a soft-spoken guy, really laid-back dude. But, man, when he gets out there and he gets going, it's tough to stop.
Mathurin, a Montreal native, will be playing against some familiar faces when Canadians Chris Boucher and Delano Banton are on the court for the Raptors, but also against his former University of Arizona teammate, Christian Coloco.
It was really fun. It was fun. Obviously, we're in the same league now, and, he's playing for Toronto. So I'm gonna have the chance to play with him tonight. But, Christian's a good guy. I've enjoyed every single, seconds being with him, and I'm looking forward to keep our relationship really strong.
Still ahead on City News, we have a one-on-one exclusive with Indiana Pacers Andrew Nembhard, who's also playing tonight for the first time in Toronto as an NBA player, and he had a move this season that had even LeBron James shook. There's been a Canadian on the court almost every game against the Raptors in the last few weeks, and that trend continues tonight when the Raptors host the Pacers. They have 3 Canadians on the roster, including Andrew Nembhard, who tonight will be making his debut in Toronto as an NBA player against the Raptors. How many tickets do you have set aside for friends and family?
Oh, I only have a few tickets set aside, but I know a lot of people coming, probably over 100, 200 people. So it's going to be exciting just to see them and let them see me play in person.
So when you were here actually for a Raptors pre-draft workout, you kind of talked about that whole process, just kind of the mental and physical toll of getting through it. Then after that, you're drafted. Then you signed this historic contract, of course, second-round draft pick. What has this season been like for you?
It's been so real, It's been exciting. It's been everything I would have asked for, and it's not something I didn't think could happen. And I'm just excited that I've gotten the opportunity and been able to play on the court this year.
Nembhard away! Got it, baby! Got it! The rookie out of Gonzaga hits the 3 at the buzzer to win the game!
There's one moment from your season that's still going viral with you hitting that buzzer beating 3 in, against the Lakers. Do you remember that moment, kind of just the reaction even afterwards?
Definitely, that moment was it was cool for me, my first walk-off game winner, and it was just a big moment, big win for us during that time of the season. So it was cool, especially on top of Ron too. Put a little more on it, I guess.
Nembhard isn't the only Canuck on the Pacers roster. He's joined by fellow rookie Bennedict Mathurin and former Raptor O'Shea Brissett. You're pretty much a Canadian team. Have they been asking about anything? You teaching them any Canadian lingo? Have they been saying A?
Yeah, we got Tyrese. He's half Canadian now, for real. We put him on all the lingo. Trying to get these guys some good food spots out here, but yeah, we got a lot of Canadians on this team.
Nembhard's younger brother, Ryan, is currently playing for Creighton University in the NCAA March Madness tournament, where he poured in a career-high 30 points.
Hey, I'm excited. I like watching them do well more than anybody else, so super excited they did that. And got a good weekend coming up in Louisville, so hopefully we can get to the Final Four.
And the parade of Canadian NBA players won't stop tonight when the Indiana Pacers are in town. On Friday, the Detroit Pistons are here taking on the Raptors, which includes Pickering, Ontario's Corey Joseph. For City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.